Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs some, everybody love, everybody know how it go. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs some, everybody love, everybody know. Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit back down. Seem like everybody nowadays Hollywood. Oh, it's like that now. I'ma show you how to act now. I'ma show them how to act. I'ma show you. I'ma show them how to act.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even and mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm begging, I want on my 50s in cash.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Eagles going up against the Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. Throwing on first down. Ballard. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Looking to throw. Ballard, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
As they run the counter play. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
First down. Ballard. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Counter, Devontae Freeman. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for the Eagles, and even 40 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal. Can the offense punch it in here from the... And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that moment.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd down, Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. An Eagle 1st down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was the safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. They set up the screen for Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Working from the gun, Wentz. Hurts over the middle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st down, Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ballard, he's going to look deep down the field. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Back to throw. Ballard, and able to find Graham, complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Let's go.
Off play action. Ballard. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw on third down. Ballard going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go! Ohio!
On 1st and 10, Ballard eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Cardinals! So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard, right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Being chased out left.
Whoosh, another miss.
Still on his feet. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
And he'll be knocked down sideways. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing now is Wentz. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. Muscles him off. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right. Without a doubt. Maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out. The final shot before break. Ballard. He sets to fire deep. On it. That's caught inside the 20. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this. And we've seemingly lost communication with Larry. Good news, though, both teams somehow already back on the field and ready for the third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here. It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel. Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Now Wentz throwing on second down. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Now Wentz on third down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer. Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him. And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Wentz going to throw. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one. Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Hicks coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking to throw. Ballard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down.
Come on, let's go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down at the 16. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Pumphrey. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And Elliott puts this one through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back to throw. Ballard. Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go option to the right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Ballard. Going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Back now here on EA Sports. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
So that one will be accepted. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ballard. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
This is a question of who wants it more. Easy to get stuck behind all the big bodies, but you've got to find a space and fight forward for the first down.
Looking to throw. Ballard. This will be caught at about the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. So now it's first and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run with McKinnon into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third and goal. Back to throw. Ballard. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go. 38. Flex round.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing. I know he ain't got it.
Play clock winding down. They keep it with Henry on first down. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Come on, let's go. 38.
On the counter, it's Henry. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out. Everything looked good. Good snap. Good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Come on, let's go.
Off the play fake. Ballard. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Check 4. Ohio. Ohio. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Motion, motion.
Throwing on first down. Ballard. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Here we go.
Off play action. Ballard. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Eagles, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.